KRS-One.
Big dose. Grand official.
Respect first, then money, basic shit.
Yeah. Respect first, then money, basic shit.
You are now down.
Respect first, then
With
money,
the Grand
basic
Dose
shit.
Jam.
Spread up, ESPECT.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dust the haters off the shoulders. Roll up in the coke, dust white color the rover. On my coke crush, flies a Casanova. Red Jack Ryan, fresh in the red Octobers. The plug hoser, rain from south of the border. Got that white gold, flooded ready to order. A roof of sheep's clothing, lead the lambs to the slaughter. They try to get at me, but they should have tried harder. The midnight marauder, I'ma die as a martyr. From that black 180s in that pinstripe starter. Matching 270s for me and my daughter's the exact 180 of me and my MI. That bipolar, Montana and Sosa. No for order, Sequoia, got 'em losing composure. Either you getting by or you really getting over respect. Cause this one here's for the culture. From the whip to a tie, we'll be rocking this fresh. If I shine, you shine, then it's on to the next. Gotta keep them in check, they ain't coming correct. I check money and power, but first the respect. Keep it at 100, give it to you direct. How you really gonna stop when the realest connect? Whatever y'all want, we got it on deck. I check money and power, but first the respect.
Big money, big power, and still no respect? What you do it all for? What did you really get? You claim street, but it seems the streets you forget. No more hood when you between the cash and the check. But these hustlers, they don't care. They seeing you heavy, pushing the Bentley, and coming in friendly, leaving you empty. I spit a street art cause I'm street smart. Rolling like a street park, spit raw when the beat start. I get respect like banks respect checks. I write good for the hood and the thanks that I get. Respect, that's what we really did it for. Spit it raw. If your rhyme disrespects you, what you spit it for? You may be rich, but your spirit's poor. The cries of the hood, you don't really hear it no more. Man, I'm raw when I state it. Face this shit. Respect first, then money. Basic shit.
From the whip to a tie, we'll be rocking this fresh. If I shine, you shine, then it's on to the next. Gotta keep them in check, they ain't coming correct. I check money and power, but first the respect. Keep it at 100, give it to you direct. How you really gonna stop when the realest connects? Whatever y'all want, we got it on deck. I check money and power, but first the respect. Ain't no one give it, you gotta earn it. Spit it for my people that's locked up, wrongfully murdered. Trumped up charges, nobody ever heard of. Foul shit, no judge or jury calling a verdict. Push the agenda further, claim to protect the service. Rioting in the streets, some curb servers and workers. Revolutionary, guarantee that they heard us. Reaching for the heads, top to bottom the burners. Big dose in a teacher, disrespecting get eaten. Till my radio loud. Blow hosts out your speaker, pull up, ripping the Hemi, looking like the Grim Reaper. Interior similar to the pyramids of Giza. Cash on delivery, utilize periphery. The plug connect, Bluetooth to auxiliary. Press the spark, pushing the track, check your history. Big up the fall ride, homie, this real spittery. From the whip to a tie, we'll be rocking this fresh. If I shine, you shine, then it's on to the next. Gotta keep them in check, they ain't coming correct. I check money and power, but first the respect. Keep it at 100, give it to you direct. How you really gonna stop when the realest connects? Whatever y'all want, we got it on deck. I check money and power, but first the respect.
Respect first, then money, basic shit. Respect first, then money, basic shit. Respect first, then. Respect first, then. Respect first, then money, basic shit.
You were tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggingdaily.com. And as always, we got special guests. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from Hot Box Studios, Northeast Los Angeles. Dope opening track. We got Grip, Grand Official, and the homie Gunny Sinatra from Reagan era.
Dios Nagashi, my guy.
What up, first and foremost, track that you put on right there. Talk about that track real quick.
Thank you. Yeah, that respect, that's with the Blastmaster KRS, and me and Dose, we were thinking what could be the first single on the album, and at first that beat was made to try to get Inspect the Deck. Things didn't work out the way we wanted, and the same person could put us said, I think KRS would sound nice over that. And at that time, I was shopping beats to KRS through a friend of mine, Be Original. Peace, Be Original, much respect. But he linked me up with KRS. He was working with him at the time.
Nice.
And KRS wanted to hear everything from, he wanted to hear the last 3 tracks we did. He wanted to, see what we've done before he agreed to do it and everything. And he loved the beat. He came down. He had a bunch of verses, and he said, you know what, I want to write to this. He wrote to it, gave us a couple of verses to choose from, which we thought was dope.
Yeah.
KRS could go on there and spit anything. He'd say the alphabet, and I would have been happy.
All right.
But he came through, and he did what we wanted. We're big time KRS fans. So I remember before making beats, I really wanted to MC, and it was because of my philosophy. Everything, I was a b-boy, and everything was electric funk and break beats, classics. And then I heard my philosophy for the first time, and that put me in a direction that I'm at now. So it only made it right for KRS to be on the first single.
So you wanted to be an MC, but you got into production. Talk about that, man. What motivated you to get into production more?
I did MC for a few years, actually, with Dios, Guns, the man with many names. I met him when he was like 15 years old, and that was the first group we had.
Word up.
Well, it was Chemist. Seven Chemists, with Dose, DJ Hallucinate, and a few other cats.
Word up.
And then, going through performing and stuff like that, I realized I didn't like the forefront. I wasn't didn't like being right on in everybody's face. So a friend of mine, Ern, he was producing at the time, and I was at his house. There's a beat machine, a little roll-in 505 was on the floor, and I said, let me take that home, mess with some drums,
Yeah.
After that, I was stuck, went to the SP12, nice. SP1200,
nice.
MP 3000 XL,
Nice.
the 5000, and then now back to the SP. So,
Nice. What's your weapon of choice?
MPC 5000.
Really? Why is that? Talk about that.
You know what? It gives me enough sample time I need, even though I chop everything.
Yeah.
So if I want to do interludes, anything like that, it still gives me the ability to make it 12-bit, which I use for my drums to keep them, dirty.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. I really like the XL because I can move faster on it.
Yeah.
But the 5000 gave me so many different options.
That's what's up.
Now I'm gonna try the S2400 that they emulated after the SP.
Yeah.
1200. So the next album and project will be all done on that machine.
Nice. How'd you come up with the name Grand Official?
Grand Official. You know what? We were thinking of a bunch of different things, and we come from our first crew was a chemist, and we were thinking of different things, and at first it was gonna be just me and Dose, and we wanted to do like a Gangstar type of thing.
Yeah.
But we had other friends around us at MC too, and we're like, let's just do something big, like grand, something big with all the talent that we felt we had.
Yeah.
And then I was going through an army book, and it had these Brazilian task force, and they were officials, and I was like, why don't we just call it Grand Official, something big, and
that's dope.
Something here to stay,
That's dope. That's dope. I mean, how many albums? I mean, this album that we're promoting today is a Supreme album. How many albums under Grand Official do you officially have?
None.
What?
So check this out. We have music that we released. We had singles.
I think this is done.
We had an EP. Things that we've done in the past.
Yeah.
But we've always, even the concept of the game kept on changing as we were going. We weren't fortunate enough to come in and be signed when we were 16, like some people,
Yeah.
But we've always been going against the grain, and every time the game changed, we had to move with it. And now you see how people's attention spans are. They all want singles,
Yeah.
So we still are nostalgic. So whether you buy vinyl or not, whether you buy the music or not, we're still gonna make vinyl. We're still gonna do the things that we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
for the nostalgia reasons, just for us personally.
Well, sometimes you got to stay true to the culture.
Right, and it is for the culture.
Yeah.
Like, we come from b-boy backgrounds. Like, we think about the four elements of hip hop and what is missing.
Yeah.
And to me, I think a lot of people, you know, they'll mix and match their stuff no more. They just put it out. They're just trying to keep people's attention. You know.
Yeah.
We're not in it for the attention. We want to make a good album.
Word.
And you know, we're just trying to do something like the people that came before us. Like, we're big Gang Starr fans, Pete Rock and CL Smooth fans, De La Soul fans, Tribe Called Quest fans. You know, these people try to make solid classic albums.
Yeah.
So this is our best attempt to what we would say, trying to go towards that classic sound.
Nice. And then for this album, how many tracks are on this actual album, Supreme?
Right now, there's about 12 to 13 tracks.
Word up.
We're working on something else, and we want to see how it sounds at the end. If it makes the album cool, if not, it'll be the first thing on the next album.
Word up. So there is another album in the future.
Yeah. So we have another project with Reagan Era. We have a compilation with them. We have an EP just with us, Grand Official, coming out right after the album. And then we have a bunch of singles we're going to release.
Don't forget about the Chemist joint.
Oh, and then we have
the rebirth of the Chemist.
Rebirth of the Chemist, something that we didn't get to do. We were battle MCs at the time.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to get in the studio together. It was like, I feel like we were too young for that at the time.
Uh-huh.
And now, you know, we linked up about, I don't know, what was it, about 5 years ago, maybe?
I don't even think it was that long ago.
Maybe like 3 years ago.
Maybe like 3.5.
Maybe about 3 years ago. And through a friend, our engineer, Jay Muna.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Jay, shout out Lex.
They ring-linked us up together. And we're going to make our first Chemist album after 25 years.
How does that feel? Or how did the relationship kick off after being apart for so long and then meeting back up? Like, how did that kick off? Like, yo, we got to do this, or was it like, yo, what's up?
Man, we just kind of fell back in right where we left off.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Like, you know me, man. Like, I'm a genuine person, and Grip's the same. The whole squad, like, it's just like we never really left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when we got back in the studio. Like, I think we went to your crib or whatever. We went to his crib and he played a couple joints, and I think we knocked out. Me and Skrill probably knocked out like 3 or 4 that first.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, it just went perfect. You know what was cool about it is it felt like when Guns was working by itself and we were working by ourselves almost in the same year, just to show you how we've been on the same page, even been separated. They used Billy Dan's for one of their singles. We used Little Fame for one of our singles.
Yeah.
All in the same year and everything. So when we come back, it feels like we all haven't missed a step.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's dope.
So
That's dope.
it just went perfect together. So the Chemist thing, like, Grand Official is something serious to us, and Reagan Harris is something very serious to them. But when we come together as chemists, we're just having a good time and just letting go of that MC and hip hop shit. Just having a good time and just trying to just kill it. You know what I mean?
What's up? Gunny, you got to talk, man. So let's talk about you real quick, man. Talk about your history, Gunny. What's up?
Man, you know what? I just started rapping yesterday, man. You know, if y'all not familiar, you gonna get familiar.
That's right.
Nah, man, but like he was saying, you know what I mean? Shout out to Lime. We did Guns X Green. We was doing the Highlanders thing for a little bit. I kind of took like a break, a hiatus a little bit, and that time I started making beats myself. So I produce now, or I just make beats. I'm not a producer. I just happen to make music out of necessity.
Herc told me you were making some fucking fire. He actually played some shit for me. I was like, damn, like that's Gunny?
Yeah, it's alright, man.
I was like,
okay.
What?
It's okay. But yeah, so I started making beats, and then shout out, I called up Halo, called up Skrills, shout out Sneak, the Drodian Camp, and we all just sat down and picked out the best ones, and that's how we started up the Reagan shit. So we've been pushing that, just getting everything tied up for that, for when we start releasing a lot of stuff. Shit, other than that, shout out to Chamber Music. We got some cool stuff happening over there. Yeah, it's just about, again, though, it's about to be fun. It's about to be fun again. Yeah, I mean, to me.
That's what's up. When you get into another track right here, Fire, featuring MOP. Talk about that real quick, Grip.
Oh, yeah, shout out to A1. A good friend of mine was working with Fame, and he showed Fame some beats, and they liked one of our tracks, a couple of our tracks. We did Pros and Cons, and this is our second one called Fire. This is Billy Dan's and Fame on this one.
Hey, and this joint is crazy.
Fire, watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same. It's that fire. Watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same. Yo, I'm from New York City, Brownsville, Brooklyn. My nigga, New York City. It's a forecast. You get it every hour. It's smoke clouds and a lot of heavy lead showers. We put in work. I give it a buck. Ain't no reason to lie to me. I barely be giving a fuck. Them back blocks with slug spray. I played there. Yeah, I fell a couple times, but I never laid there. Come on. All kind of pain. I still smile while it rain. Fuck it. Bada bing, bada bang. Sold a whole lot of D, lot of cane. But on my block, we don't see not a thing. Fuck my enemies. I'm from the school of hard knocks, and you could drop out any day. Anytime nigga shot, I shot back. I got that, yeah, we got that. Fire, watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same. It's that fire. Watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same. Homie, let me school you to the game. Street niggas that lean on triggers and bang. If you ain't with it, don't step in the lane. You'll be drugged by that slum ass chain and left in the drain. No, how you a soldier with limits? Fuck around, you get disfigured and dismembered. Big thing, muzzle burn on it. Think of it as a train to a with your name on it. They don't want it, me and Fame the same. If we did bang, it'll be real nigga gang. Look, Brownsville official, missiles in the pistol. Who need me to heat up their stomach tissue? And ruin your guts. What? Oh, you niggas is doing too much. Plus, using the real niggas' past as a crutch is a bit much. Where they do that at? Get this trap bust. Watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same. It's that fire. Watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same.
Los Angeles, through the crowd of cannabis. Take with a banana clip, got a problem, we handle it. Or really it's Maximus, hit a match to match the fit. Red Ozymandias rise like I'm Lazarus. For my people that never made it, either eliminated or incarcerated. You gotta be going take it as paper, I stay chasing this basic. You gotta take it for you liquor on the pavement. Locked and loaded on some pain, what you owed. Where they doing drive-bys for you catching that COVID. Been nice with the wordplay, smack rappers up like Griffith in third base. The one you should've never fucked with in the first place. See it all clear through the smog and the earth haze. For any orders hating, hop out the ride, clapping, that's skinning on facing now.
Fire, watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same. It's that fire. Watch them all burn in the flames. Name another motherfucker that can murder the game. I am so cold-blooded and it runs in my veins. Grand O, MOP, yeah, we one and the same.
freshest, the dopest, the one and only. This is the Way Radio broadcasting live from Hotbox Studios. Brand Official in the building, dropping some fucking gems. Straight gems.
Fire.
So you got MOP, KRS on the first track. Who else is on this album, dog?
We have,
I'm on this motherfucker.
yeah. we got the infamous Dios.
What y'all niggas thought y'all wasn't gonna see me?
Shout out to Big Dose. Dose helps me co-produce a lot of joints.
Shout out to Dose.
Yeah, Big Dose.
Freaky.
Freaky, Fiend 1, DJ Hallucinate on the cuts. On the cuts right there. So
Nice.
Also, we have the Beat Miners, which are one of the producers at Mr. Walt that did the Kings single.
Nice.
And then we have DJ Skiz doing a joint. And who else do we have on there? So it was KRS, Razkaz, MOP, Teflon, Fiend 1,
Reagan
Era. That's pretty much it.
Word up.
I
Word
think
up for
you're
your
forgetting somebody.
I am, huh?
I think you got.
I think
Who's
you
on
got,
that?
I
Who's
think
on
you got a
that?
record
Who's on
with-
that by any means?
You got a
track?
record with.
Oh, Capadonna. yeah.
I don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it.
Peace to Capadonna, the Wu-Tang.
That's
Donna Mike, the Donna Mike.
Yeah, by any means. I feel this joint because it's when my brother Dios and Skrilla, Big Dose, and Capadonna, you know, when we all got together when we were young, Wu-Tang was a big staple.
Yeah.
And still is, but
For real.
you know, when we couldn't get Inspector Deck, we didn't stop there. We kept on going. So we got Kappa, and hopefully there'll be some more Wu-Tang features coming.
Is it being able to work with these cats, man? Is it a blessing?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
It's everything we're doing right now is a blessing, whether I worked with them or not. But I'll tell you one thing that we're big fans of the golden era '90s hip hop, and of course we can go to people that are relevant now.
Yeah.
But we're making music for people that are our age and older and younger. If you're into real hip hop and boom bap hip hop and golden era, but Wu-Tang, of course. Like you go down to Razkaz. Razkaz is a big staple for us in the West Coast.
Oh yeah, even lyrically.
Well,
Even lyrically.
one of the best lyricists to do it. So
I gotta say this. I gotta add on to that. Though.
Yeah.
I'm not finna sit here in front. Like, yeah, I mean, like, shout out to 6 Mil from the DJ Collective. They out in Miami, right?
Yeah.
But this is my homie. I known him for a long time. Anyhow, I shoot him the link to the
By any means,
right? And you know, he sends back, congratulations, bro, like da 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 da. So we going back and forth, and then he was like, yo, low key, man, it's like you prayed for that motherfucking Wu-Tang motherfucking stamp your whole life. And I ain't really, you know, I have rebuttals for everything. I was just like, shit, I guess I did though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like the Wu raised motherfuckers like me. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't
right.
into so much different shit, but the Wu, big influence on what I do. You know what I mean?
Just to add on to that, when we got asked who we wanted to use, and we knew Capadonna was someone that was, you know, an influence to Dio, so we went that route and it worked out really well.
Really?
Yeah.
So with working these artists, I mean, you know, is it been easy?
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, as a new artist, they want to make sure that you're established. They don't want to make sure that you're not tampering with their brand.
Yeah. I can see that.
And we want to get in there and advance anybody's brand. We don't want to just do a song with you. We want to show our best in that aspect. And to get people to understand that, especially when you're from Los Angeles, it don't seem like a lot of people have faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we've been grinding at this for a long time, and all you got to do is give us opportunity, and we'll show you that we'll hang with anybody, and we'll try to give you something that is going to benefit you. You know?
That's what's up. for you, Grip, when you're making the music, man, how do you know who's going on what track?
You know what? When I started making beats, the reason we used MOP Fame First is because I used to scratch my beat, Fame's acapellas, MOP's acapellas over my beats.
Yeah.
Because I like raw shit.
Yeah.
And so that's why we went the MOP route. Like, who do you want to hear first on your shit? Like someone that you mocked up to your stuff and kind of molded your sound towards. And we got the opportunity. The opportunity came and we took it.
Nice.
I'm constantly listening. When I listen for samples, I listen to who I can hear over it, and I try to make it in that direction.
Word up.
Yeah.
Word up. And then Gunny, man, talk about Reagan era, man. What's up with Reagan era?
Man, right now I'm trying to tell you, like, we got, man, it's a lot of weaponry. You understand me?
Yeah.
Like, again, I think I left out. Shout out again. Let me run down the line. Halo, Skrills, Sneak, Raw, Sting, Diverse, Ike Burners. I can't think of everybody right now. But nigga, you Reagan, you know you Reagan, my nigga. Also, shout out to Chambers, shout out Grando, Drody and Camp. But look, as far as the Reagans, bro, like, yeah, just know, man, like, I don't think we don't have to make music, be on some silly shit. We don't have to create nothing new for probably like the next 2 years.
Damn.
Like that, like motherfuckers been in grind mode. You ain't seen me. You haven't seen me anywhere, right?
Nah, I haven't seen you in a minute, dog.
Yeah,
That's why when you pulled up, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
this
man,
fool.
I've been fucking cooking, man.
Yeah.
Emerald Lagasse on methamphetamines.
And then how'd you come up with the name Reagan era, man? Talk about that.
Man, you know what? Like, again, like when I was just taking my little break or whatever, and I was figuring out how to work the beat machine or whatever, I was sitting down and I'm like, yo, man, like, we're not teenagers and we're not trying to fake the funk like like we some young boys running around. So I just kept thinking, man, it just like what really represents us as who we are, you know what I mean? Like, even if you didn't see a picture of us, when you heard a name, what name would signify that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, this is all around like the 80s era, like da-da-da-da-da, but initially I wanted to say the golden era, but I was like, nah, that's a little pretentious. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I started to thinking, niggas started talking a little bit, like what the artists that made the golden era of hip hop, they had to go through what? The Reagan era. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The Reagan era is what shaped and molded the artists that made the golden era.
Yeah.
So nobody had Reagan era neither too. So I was like, fuck it. That represents us. It looks like us. It sounds like us. We 80s kids.
Yeah. So you guys coming back together and relaunching, working on your guys' music. Are you guys collaborating on beats together? How's that run down with you guys?
We've done a couple together. Yeah, we have. We done a couple.
I think we talk about it more
than we actually do.
Yeah.
Our processes are a little different.
Yeah, I like to work on stuff solo, but I like people there for their opinions. But me and Guns talk about the production style a lot, from samples to drums, bass lines, anything that, and progressing in that direction.
Yeah.
We talk about how it's like we work together, but we don't actually make the beats together.
Yeah.
Nice.
But we have made a couple though.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't finish them or something.
And then Grip, for the Grand Official, man, you got a shirt on. You got a shirt on your shoulder. Show that logo, brother. Talk about that.
Yeah, this is our first logo. For us, the Technique, of course, the Technique 1200 is something that signifies, hip hop for us. People, using vinyl still, and that thing is indestructible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still alive. You know what I mean? They don't even manufacture this shit no more, and it's still alive in many DJs' homes. If you see the record has the G in it. It has the G in it, and we also wanted the Technique font, something similar to the Technique font, just for automatically when you look at that it's a hip hop logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you, you said earlier about the music, man, that you wanted to make music that was like hard from back in the day. You
Right.
said you couldn't make music that would resonate with today's audience. Do you feel that by automatically coming in, doing a certain style of that hardcore hip hop, that you're already at a disadvantage?
No. Well, actually, in two ways, it's kind of benefited us. I thought it would hurt us, but I think it's benefiting us because it's giving us our own lane.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that people aren't doing it. It's just, you know how it is. Like before, it was very more accessible.
Yeah.
Hip hop isn't accessible unless you're into hip hop. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
So if we get in that lane when it is here, and it is here, and you know, peace out to the like Griselda and stuff like that brought out that raw element of hip hop. It gave like a rebirth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people started hitting the lab, getting a little more, I guess, sticking with one producer and doing things like that.
Yeah.
So I think it fits us in a lane very well. And I was never into. I want to make what I can feel. Like I'm a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make anything else, even if the times change. I'll try to update what I'm doing.
That's a big thing, though. You touch on that real quick.
Yeah.
Like, where niggas is at as far as age and all of that. Like, why would you be doing something that you don't love to do? It's for the fact
Right.
I want to make what I want to make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you don't like it, who gives a fuck?
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Really, at the end of the day, because I'm going to keep doing it anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so the taste is your acquired taste.
Right. And me and Dose, we always talk about. Excuse me. Me and Dose always talk about how like it's 80% us, 20% for the fans, and I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. Like if they love what we're doing, we love that. You know, we
But
appreciate.
honestly, though, it should be that way. I think artists lose something when they're making a song to please someone else.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I would never. I would, in my opinion, you're no longer an artist.
Right.
Because you're doing something for somebody else to please somebody else. And it's like, I don't know. I see artists that are dope, but they get because they want. Well, I want to fucking fit into it, this style or whatever.
Right.
They start switching up their styles and they're doing shit. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of cats that do that, I don't feel their music.
Right.
And then artists get offended because then they look at cats like me, who likes the style that Grand Official's coming out with, because I relate to that.
Right.
And it's like, well, don't get mad at me, dog, but when the artist that doesn't like me because I'm being honest about their music, or while you're hating, it's like, well, no, I'm not hating, man. Like,
Yeah.
you were better as an artist when you were doing music that really represented yourself.
Right.
When you did it for the love.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no money now, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna have no money, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit.
We didn't get some. We had to figure out how to get money other ways.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? Like, but damn, yeah, I think,
But
like, you're right. The love is what keeps the artistry pure.
Yeah.
and you know what? We lost a lot of people in the last couple of years. A lot of artists.
Yep.
And I don't
Rest
want
in
to.
peace.
I don't want to. Yeah, rest in peace. And I don't want to be one of those artists that try to appease other people when I was trying to do something that I loved, and that's why I started doing it in the first place. You know what I mean?
Word up. I remember I was having a conversation with an artist. I'm not going to say any names, but this artist switched up their style. And then during the conversation, I told him, I'm like, well, dog, you have to understand, you're only as dope as your last song you put out.
It's a good one.
I go, and if you're putting out this song, is the song you're putting out, is that dope?
Yeah.
Or is that just because you want to be on the radio?
Right.
And homie sat there and then really thought about it and was like, man, you're a fucking dick, Shona.
Yeah.
But it's true. You're only I
Right.
mean, you're only as dope as your last track that you put out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's gonna be your last track, every track should be your dopest fucking track.
And you know what? For us, when we're doing an album, we could have had a lot of albums. We could have did a lot of different things within that time. We were making music all the time.
Yeah.
But every time we got to a certain point, we were like, nah, that's it. That's the direction we got to go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we have no problem pushing things to the side if we didn't feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, shit, we played two tracks off the Supreme album. Both are fucking bangers. Both are classics.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
Real
We've
shit.
had cats come in here that play 5 songs and only really 2 of them are really dope, and the other 3 are just, you can tell they're fillers.
Yeah,
You know what
know,
I'm saying?
we worked with a lot of different people, and sometimes you got along with them, and sometimes you didn't. You know what I mean? But those people that we didn't most likely have about 15 albums. You know what I mean? And I don't care if I have one in my lifetime. I just want to make sure that that one that you bump is the one that you should be bumping and remembering.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to do 15 and not be remembered. You know, there's people that have hundreds of albums. I can't tell you one song on their album.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? At least you can remember the couple on mine. I'm good with that. You know?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Speaking of which, By Any Means,
Yes.
talk about that one.
By any means.
Oh,
Yeah.
By Any Means, my bad.
Yeah, by any means. That's Reagan Era and Capadonna. Brando, of course. That was cool. That was linked up by one of my friends, Be Original.
Shout out DJ Be Original.
Yeah, the busiest man on earth. Never afraid to drop gems on you. I learned a lot from that guy, and you know he's in good. You know he's linked up with Wu. He's been friends of theirs for a long time. So when we were talking to him about that, he linked me up with Capadonna, and we went that route. We wanted to inspect, and I don't mean that no disrespect. You know, we're big Inspector Deck fans.
Yeah.
And when we went for that, we didn't even think of Capadonna. We didn't think about, Raekwon and Ghostface. And even though I love those artists, when it turned out to be Capadonna, you know, we sent him our music, and he fit perfectly on the track.
That's what's up. That's what's up. By Any Means, right here, bam. Grand Official in the building. Reagan Era. Here it is right here. DJ.
Let's go.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Big dope. I'm leaving a legacy. By any means necessary. Yeah. We ain't official. Reagan Era. Let's go.
My name ring off, smashing the involved. Dio Star, corner talk, 9 millies of sport. I get a trampoline jumping, Staples Center the park. This Rock R show, Gala, my pick is banana. Orangutan slang, ape shit on chip rappers. I get state capper, monogram flasher. Pull a cannon out, clip roll on you actors. My niggas rock ball mains and gang bandanas. Fly hood niggas chucking sets out of bands. My essays keep the quetes, they throwing tantrums. Colombian niggas snort coke till they spasm. We out here, jury on nuts. I got the Q because the purple tape. Them Reagan Era niggas is us. We linked up, Wu-Tang Brando, and watch the cash flow. Young money, smoke cigars like the cash flow.
Like astrologist, mind sharp as a novelist. City where the profit is product, put them in coffins. Where eat up, push narcotics, maneuver through all the politics. Remain anonymous, similar to a novelist. Street corner pharmacists only supply the hottest shit. Exact opposite of rappers that ain't poppin' shit. My people in the streets, feeding for oxygen and alleviate the pain. Do Oxycontin, narcotics, and testing positive. You name it, they got it in. Phone bosses, chopper for the apocalypse. How the ground way heavy on the head of the king. Respect and bow down when they kiss in the ring. 16 should be on the ceiling of the 16. Keeping both eyes open like graffiti from scene. When the needle hit the wax, it's Omega Supreme. Like the needle when it hit the bloodstream of the feet. By any means, we got supply the product to fame.
By any means necessary when it comes to the ground.
Come between me and my team.
We poppin' the pain. Reagan Era, know what I mean? We got it.
Supply the product to fame.
By any means necessary when it comes to the ground.
Come between me and my team.
We poppin' the pain. Reagan Era, know what I mean?
Yeah. Brando, Wu-Tang shit. Niggas ain't fucking with us on no niggas. That's straight up and down like 6 o'clock though.
Already
Gemini, we right here, we right now. You already know what it is. Let me pop shit. Let me pop up shit. Hey yo, Jim is on top of shit. Respect my conglomerate. 80 baby styling crazy split splash waters drip. Champagne popping plus get the cipher rocking. 3,000 raps in my diary, my new doctrine. Elroy Jetson flow, my new style matrix. Box cutter on me, dum-dums get a facelift. Leaning on the bench, velour down in my A6. Gold around my neck on my Big Daddy Kane shit. Gatorade lemonade, quench the thirst. Who did it first? Take the knee like like Kaepernick Church. I'm top 5, rubble like peroxide. Outside, rich water orders coming in when it's about time. I sip the ace, then pass that shit. Bum rush your show, then crash that shit. Smack the DJ like yo, blast my shit. Wu-Tang and Grand Ole, nigga, that's that shit.
Nah, Wu-Tang, what you do with the posse? We accept the check, pop the Calabasas. Brothers go hard and the beats is choppy. I'm Wardrobe Kid, you can call me Poppy. Everything is fire, we make it furnace. Shit so hot, it's hard for you to burn it. Respect they free, homie, you gotta earn it. You wanna understand shit, man, you gotta learn it. And that's the way knowledge is born. Whether in New York or Compton, California. Grand Oak, Killer Bees, New Whip, Jewels, and ladies. For any means necessary, we teach babies. When hard for your keys, don't lose no sleep. Elevate, add on, keep banging the heat. Then yo, you gotta get money and go. Keep your eyes on the prize, don't sniff the blow. Put your head clear, Killer Bees, Grand Oak, get G's. Any back, more back, let me take the cheese. Killer Hills, where I'm from, LA's where I be. Always on the scene right here by any means.
Yo, we got it. Supply the pipe to fiends. By any means necessary when it comes to the cream. Come between me and my team. We poppin' the thing. Bring it ever. Know what I mean? Yo, we got it. Supply the pipe to fiends. By any means necessary when it comes to the cream. Come between me and my team. We poppin' the thing. Bring it ever. Know what I mean?
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Straight like that. I'm there quick in the house. Big dose in the fat. DJ hallucinate, yeah. Grand official, the Reagan era. Causing mad terror. Killers.
You were tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only Digging Daily Radio. Heaters, homie. Heaters. Heaters after heater after heater.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just want to know, Gunny, I'll give you props, dog. You did that song justice.
Man, I thank you, man. You know, from the bottom of my heart, man. You know, I just started rapping last week, so, you know, it means so much. I'm fucking with you. Sure enough, that's my guy, man. If y'all don't know, we go back, man.
We go back. We go back.
We go back.
Let me ask you this, Grip. The album, when's the official release date for the Supreme album?
We're shooting for the end of December. January definitely be when we're dropping the vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I appreciate that you're coming out with vinyl for the DJs, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. December, the late release, and then you did say you guys got another album you guys are working on together. When do you guys think you guys are gonna drop that one?
I think
the
compilation.
Yeah, we gonna get started. Like, yeah, I mean,
we're almost there.
We didn't put a lot of weight. We didn't put a lot of weight on Grand Ole's shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? We gonna act up a little bit. Reagan gonna act up a little bit, and then we'll come back together. You know what I mean? I got a secret project.
Ooh.
That may be popping out real quick. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere. Shout out to and them at the chain, Chris Scott, Jury Kid, all of them cats over there. I got something. I got a secret little thing may slide out on them real fast.
Nice. When can we expect that secret thing to slide out?
Man, it's a secret date. No, I'm fucking not. No, it's gonna be real soon. You're gonna start hearing a couple little joints, man. But hey, for real, cause they keep telling me to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. There is another comp though with the you gonna hear me, Dios Legacy with RJ Payne on there. Y'all get ready for that one. That's gonna be kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Nice. And when can we expect that to drop?
Hey, they pushing like ASAP.
Really?
They pushing for that to come out real soon.
Nice. What do you think is the biggest thing that stops you from putting out a track that doesn't make it out? For both of you.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
What's the one thing that stops you from putting out a track?
Stops me from putting out a track? Sometimes it's timing. What's out at the moment, what's being released. I feel like everything that we've done, it was almost perfect timing for it to be released.
Word up.
So that and just the way it sounds to me, if I listened to it a couple of times and it's not what I thought it would be, it's not coming out.
Do you ever get a second opinion on it, Grit?
All the time.
Really?
I get like 10 opinions.
Oh shit.
I get everything from Reagan era. I get I got a really good friend. Ern. Yeah, Ern. Yeah. Peace to Ern. One of my really good friends, Renee, he goes by Soulfly.
Renee, shout Renee, big shout.
He made a lot of this happen for us. He's
Nice.
Much respect.
Yeah, much respect. Him and his fam have held it down for us. And you know what? Me and Dose, we've always been on the same page since we met in '95, and we know we can look at each other and know when it's that joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did a lot of experimental stuff in our growth while we were making music together, and now I think we can narrow down what we want before we even start. So
Word up.
it's a little different now.
Word up. Word up.
And that's the difference between me and Grip's process as far as making shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go in that motherfucker, man, and
I make 100 things.
yeah, I send it to get mixed and mastered, and I construct, and it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm a picky motherfucker.
once I put it how I want it to be put, it's that. So while we haven't dropped none, I just wanted more bullets. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I've been out there. You know me, man. I've been out there. I'll shoot one time, bang, and I gotta go back and rebuild the gun and load it. Nah, I don't want to do that no more. I want to start airing like that, 100 rounds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's no fun when you gotta shoot once and then run back, and that shit is crazy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I guess I'm a bit picky.
Yeah.
Well, it's not nothing towards you.
No,
Like,
I
you
know
what
that, but well, let me defend myself.
Oh shit, we're gonna get one of those discussions right now, guys. Oh shit. I'm gonna stay quiet.
Nah, it's just I can sit back. I'm already this age, man. I ain't trying to release anything I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, if it was 10 years ago, I guess I could have let it all go. But if I didn't do it then, I ain't doing it now.
Yeah. And then as
Damn,
far as
so.
you got actual singles coming up, you got Recognized featuring Razkaz,
Yes.
Kings featuring Beat Miners.
Yes.
When are we expecting to get those released out?
Actually, the Razkaz is the next one to be released.
Nice.
I know he had, rest in peace, Coolio was one of his friends. I'm sure he's got some things on his mind right now.
Yeah.
When that goes by, I want to show him that we're done with the track, and I get signed off on everything before I release it. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up. That's what's up.
You never know. You're working with other artists. I like them to be just involved as I am.
That's you know what? That's really respectable.
So
Give you props on that.
So I want to give a shout out to Raz for being at a lot of people that we worked with. He's a real humble cat, and shout out to him for being that type of artist.
Word up. And then the Kings track.
King's track. That will be about a month after Razkaz drops.
Word up.
After Kings, then we're dropping the album.
Nice.
Yes.
Are you doing all videos for
What
all
happened
the
to
tracks?
Wolves? I thought Wolves was coming.
Wolves is a secret on the album.
I'm gonna turn off his mic.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna turn off his
Blew
mic.
that one.
Yeah.
Releasing secrets and shit. You can't say your secrets, but you're gonna let out Grip's secret. That's some
there you
fucked up
go.
shit, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys would like Wolves. But there is a video for the Razkaz video. It hasn't been shot yet, but we are doing a video for that. And we're doing a video for Kings, which is there's a hook by a friend of ours, JR, that a real dope R&B singer. He laid some vocals on there. It's really dope.
Nice.
So he's gonna be, he'll be in the video. We'll do the video with him, and then we have a couple animated videos coming out.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. And then where can we watch out? Where can we get all those videos at?
You could go to grandofficial.com. We have everything accessible for everybody.
Nice.
From gear to our videos, things that we've done in the past, scratch videos, our singles and stuff like that. It keeps you updated with everything. So grandofficial.com. And then
The music you can get the music there as well.
yes, it has a link to everything. YouTube has Architect Records is something that I built with Soulfly, Renee, and his fam, and peace to his wife Anna being so supportive.
Nice.
But we started Artifact Records. Artifact Records, Architect Records.
There it is.
And there's also an Architect Records on YouTube, and that's where our videos are at.
Word up. Cool. Supreme album coming out soon. Before we dip out, any shout outs from any shout outs you guys want to give out?
Big Dose, Fiend One, Earn, Big Steve-O, J Bones, everybody that's helped out from the artists. Rob, for Artist
Rob,
K.
shout out Rob.
Does our videos and a lot of imagery. Diego from Brazil does a lot of our social media. Renee and his fam. Peace to my wife for taking all the shit and never seeing me.
Big ups to Big Herc for setting this up.
Yeah, peace to
Yo,
Herc.
I was about to run him. Look, so everybody he said, shout out to them. You already know it's love. You know what I mean? We be over there. I'm looking forward to the microbrewery joint where you all at.
We got possibility we might be doing a album release at Arrow Lodge in Covina.
Nice.
We gotta see if we can work it out, but if we work it out, well, that's where we'll have the album release party.
Nice. Make sure you let us know about that. We
Hey,
can
look,
help you promote
and before
that.
we boogie, here we go. It's the nigga with all of it. Look, look.
That's the gunny, I know.
We talking, yo, shout out, Real, Unc Stan, a.k.a. Crease Khakis. Oh, man.
Salute.
We going in now. Skrilla, Halo, Diverse. Ike Burners again. The Drodian Camp, Sneaks. Killer Ron. God damn. Fucking... Yeah, all them niggas, man. Hey, I can't even. I drew a blank. There's so many names in my head, but y'all know who y'all are, man. We rock. We get together. Y'all already know what time it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and look, I said, we just said it. Big Herc, you know that's my big bro, man.
Yeah.
We go back. Speaking of Big Herc, Spit Savage.
Yup.
Killer Brew.
Yup.
What's up? 733. My whole God 6 camp, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Lefty Barnes, nigga.
Markski and Hex One, Skill, all the graffiti artists out there, the DJs.
Lime Green.
Big
Yes,
up,
sir.
big up. Last track, do us the honors. I want to say thank you for coming in, man. Last track we're going to play right here, Supreme. Do us the honors and introduce that track, Grip.
Yeah. What you're going to hear is Supreme. That's with MOP, Teflon. Let's go.
That's that boom bap killer Supreme. Between Supreme over nearly everybody. Street. Between Supreme. Between Supreme over nearly everybody.
I'm still on my old goon shit. Full clip spit, nigga read the news clip. MOP niggas always keep the fuse lit. Slip, get your whole fucking crew hit. I'm so sick of this bullshit. And I ain't saying all the new shit whack, but if the shoe fit, I'm on that true old school shit. That old teacher at the school shit, the preacher at the pulpit, preaching that exclusive, that crap music, shit that make niggas wild out and act stupid. Thinking I will ever bow out, well that's stupid. All I gotta do is shout out, my whole crew flip. Don't misconstrue or confuse shit. We still thuggin', still drugging on some rugged, never smooth shit. Got that 9 on me, got 2 clips loaded, ready to explode it. Nigga, hold this.
Street. Between Supreme over nearly everybody. That's that boom bap killer Supreme. Between Supreme over nearly everybody. Street. Between Supreme. Between Supreme over nearly everybody.
Well, money, power, respect is heavily regulated. The block dedicated to keeping you elevated. Respect is earned. loyalty is returned. If it ain't about dough, then I ain't concerned. Interrogated, plead the fifth, in courts adjourned. Living you learn, play your position and stand firm. The burner, top to bottom, I scratched off the cereal. Red for the streets with the flow saying imperial. Mind still criminal, shining like Dilla do. Genome, the mineral, one and only original. Dagger to the dome, on that 21 Savage. Tatted it old English, Spanish they first language. Automatic scatter, cause collateral damage. Flip them like acrobatics, status psychosomatic. In between Mussolini of the city regime. Esco, I'm Medellin, reign supreme dose.
Street. That's that boom bap killer supreme. Supreme over nearly everybody. Street. Knowledge reigns supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody.
Every line in my verse is the truth. Fame is a wolf. I swing the 9 iron like I'm playing golf. And I don't just rap, I'm a goon. I pop you inflatable rappers and watch you fly around the room. Boom. Timberland boots off with your head. Stomp the Bluetooth off of your head. Oh, you a rider? Can't believe niggas fell for that. I put a couple slugs where you put your helmet at. Niggas from the Ville, been felt them. The grill stand out like a Mercedes-Benz emblem. We chase them off block. Clap y'all niggas. Something like H&R Block. We tax y'all niggas real fast. Somebody should have faxed y'all niggas. War scars, I'm still peeling scabs, my nigga. Cause this is MOP. Real OG loaded, ready to explode it. Nigga, hold this.
Supreme over nearly everybody. That's that boom bap killer supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. Street. Knowledge reigns supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody.
Supreme with the vision, never give them time to slow down. I got this flow down, positions getting tore down. Dive in with a plan, but you still second guess me. Bless me, beyond whack shit, don't interest me in the flesh. Transcends your typical death, construct never stuck. Put the bombs in your chest, not just the average. Slam them with the massiveness, like Malcolm. Disillusion, not a pacifist. The masochist, kick it like I'm out of Nazareth. Resurrect with finesse, disappear from where the casket is. Imagine, high tech, this seems magical. Fractional, next to me, nothing true or actual. Relax, a blast from the past in action. Try to test, lose your taste. Supreme assassin, lyrical fashion. Fuck it, I'm pulling passion to the last blood vessel, pushing classics.
Street. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. That's that boom bap killer supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. Street. Knowledge reigns supreme. Supreme over nearly everybody.
Yeah, beneficial click. Shouts to Ad Life. Big dose. LA to BK. BK to LA. What's up? Let's go.